Hello everyone from 2025. This is my first herping outing of the new year. It's the end of January right now. I found this random flip site with a bunch of shingles, and under here I flipped my first snake of the year, and it is a rough earth snake, a species which is not too common here in my opinion, but still so awesome. So we just had a crazy winter storm that passed through, dumped a bunch of snow on us, but that's all melted now. Weather is 65 right now. And this guy came out from brumation for the year. That is so awesome. So what's crazy about this is I think this is my third year in a row where a rough earth snake has been my first snake of the year. Usually I'm in Texas where these guys are super common. Here in North Carolina, still. Rough earth snake, first snake of the year. Well, this guy's a little head hidey right now, but he shows us his head. You can see this faint brownish band right there. As juveniles, these guys, that band will be super white, but this guy is transitioning into adulthood, so he's slowly getting that brown color. So happy to have finally seen a snake this year. Hopefully we can see some more today. The weather is really nice, so let's just let this guy go. Alright, I just flipped the next new herp of the year. This is a little brown skink, Skinsella lateralis. Watch him scurry off. Where'd he go? There he goes. Okay, the skink was under that. Under this one, another new herp for the year. This is a green anole. She's not happy with me, but get some pictures and let her go. I just pulled out these shingles and then this guy appeared. There was also a baby skink. One under there. I got my hands on the bigger one. They're still pretty lethargic because it is January, but I'll let him go over here. Okay, this is actually too cool. Under this random board, I just double flipped eastern newts, or red spotted newts. This is the first time I'm seeing them in this county. Okay, I'm gonna temporarily move them to this little patch so I can flip the rest of these shingles here. Okay, there wasn't anything else, so I'm just gonna gently place their board back where it was. Okay, I just flipped this piece of cover that I thought I had already flipped, but I flipped it again and got the second snake of the year. This time it's a brown snake. Whoa, it's a really cool looking one too. It's kind of reddish, which they sometimes get in this area. Wow, that head is incredibly red. That is so cool. It's got some pretty gnarly overwintering scars, like right there and there. Well, hopefully, as it stays warm, he'll be able to shed that out and be looking his best. All right, now it's time for the release. Awesome. Okay, well, it's a few days later. I came out to another flip side I found. But right there, there's an erythrogaster basking. My first of the year. Yes, I got it. Let's go. This one's got a really cool red belly. That is awesome. This guy's got some crazy stuck shed on his eyes. Definitely characteristic of a snake that just exited brumation. That is so cool that he was just out basking today on this 70-degree January day. Well, I brought it into the open. It's pretty active, but he's like hooding up. Almost looks like a cobra. Look at that. It looks like a king cobra from that angle. I brought him back to his pillow where he was basking. Just gonna let him go right here. Perfect, he'll just sit there and bask. Okay, this is gonna be pretty hard to see, but over there is actually a spotted turtle, which is my first of the year. I'll throw up a picture that I took of it. Oh wow, that is insane. January spotted turtle. So that's the spotted turtle. There's actually another one over there. Oh, there might be some back there too. Okay, this is kind of crazy. I just flipped this random log here and found this. An Atlantic coast slimy salamander. Plethodon chlorobrianus. And he's crawling. All right, time to let this guy go back under his log. It looks like the chloros are everywhere here. I just flipped a second one, similar size under that log. Got a quick picture and I'll let him go quickly. Well, I came to yet another flip site. This one I've actually been to before. Never seen anything until now, but this is actually crazy. What even? A January pygmy rattlesnake. What even? Okay, well, I'm just gonna gently set this sheet of tin back down. That is so cool. Don't want to stress that pygmy more than I already have. That is awesome. Look at this, we got a green anole just chilling on this metal pole here. So weird. I just flipped this board. Got my first American bullfrog of the year. This guy's just a little guy. Set him back under his board. All right, under this board, we got our first southern leopard frog of the year. Leave him there. While I was on my way back, I noticed this little frog in the road. It's a southern leopard frog. I can't believe snakes or frogs are already on the road. There he goes. There's another big leopard frog. They're everywhere right now. Well, that's pretty cool. There's a green tree frog on the road in January. So weird. Get him out of the road. Go away. What are you doing? Defensive posture. There you go. Okay, I just stopped at this random canal. There's a bunch of bullfrogs around. There's a little one, bigger one over there. There's a big one down here. But I'm fairly certain I just heard a spring peeper, which would be a lifer for me. So I'm trying to get a recording or try to locate it if possible. That's a spring peeper calling. There's a couple of them back there, but I don't think I'll be able to get a good look at them. So I'll just keep going. Okay, I do see some froggy looking figure right in the middle of the screen there. I'm not sure if that's a peeper, but if it is, that would be my lifer. Okay, there it is again from a different angle. Fortunately, this one is not calling, so maybe I'll try to locate a calling male, then I'll know for sure that it's a peeper. Okay, I just found another one right there, and it actually has its vocal sac inflated, so I do believe that is a peeper. Let's go, a lifer, first lifer of the year. All right, for my final little herping session of January, I came to the spot I was at a few days ago, flipped this thing, and got another rough earth snake. This is a different one from the one I flipped earlier that was under a different stack of shingles. This one was way at the bottom of this layer. It's kind of wet and cold, but still pretty active because it's still in the 60s out. All right, we'll be quick. Just put him back under his shingles. Oops, there's no gap there. There we go. Okay, I already flipped this, but this is kind of crazy. There are 3 green anoles sleeping together right there. I'll leave them right there. Well, this is kind of cool. There's 2 newts right there. And this is the aquatic form of the newts, the adults. Before we saw some efts that were terrestrial under the board. That was so cool though. So while I was looking at these 2, I actually noticed a tail over there of another newt. So I'm sure this little canal here has tons of newts in it. That's so cool. Well, with how bad the weather was in January, I'm so surprised that it turned around right at the end of the month here. I'm so happy to have found 4 species of snakes in the past few days, especially that pygmy that I found earlier. That was absolutely insane. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope that this is a good sign that 2025 is going to be an awesome year for herping. So I'll see you all in the times ahead.